Cello oddballs. Welcome back to another week of the Average Oddcast. This is not just some average podcast. This isn't just some podcast that you listen to with your grandmother on a Tuesday afternoon. No, this is the one, the only Average Oddcast. We got some special guests this week. Kyle, Chuckwagon, Ultican. Oh, people are going crazy right now. Crazy.
I don't think my grandma knows what a podcast is.
Is your how old is your grandma?
She's in her 90s.
Oh, so you don't think she's ever listened to, or you think she's like listened to one and thought it was like calling you?
No, I don't think that my grandma knows what a podcast is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but do you think she's accidentally listened to one and then like thought she was just talking to a friend? Like, your voice is different.
No,
like, what are you talking about? Why aren't you listening to me?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't know how she would have done it. My grandma doesn't have a cell phone.
She doesn't have a cell phone?
No, she doesn't.
Does she have one of those like if she...
No.
Help, I can't get up, I've fallen.
Oh, the little necklace. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, if she did, I don't know where she's listening to. I don't think those
they haven't synced up Spotify to the Lifeline alerts yet.
I don't think there's Spotify, like the Apple Podcasts aren't there. And
typical Chuck just taking over the podcast as I'm trying to introduce the next guest.
She has cable.
Oh, okay.
And she doesn't like she leaves the TV on 24/7 because she doesn't know how to.
She can't turn it off.
Yeah, she can't turn it on.
Or she can turn it off, but she doesn't turn it back on. She's like, I gotta leave it on.
Yeah. Like so she just still has. I mean, and it's just always on like CBS. Like, she's just always watching either that or the news.
What does CBS stand for? Sorry, what's that?
Commercial broadcast systems.
That's something. Pretty impressive. I don't know what it is, but my computer's too slow to Google something else, so I'm not gonna look it up. I've got everything pulled up I need. I'm not gonna touch anything else.
But you can introduce the next person.
Yes. All right. So our next guest, you've seen him before as well, coming in from the Bayou. It's Bad Candy, aka Colin Comeaux.
Is it applause?
Yeah, it's applause.
Okay.
Oh, you can't hear it.
I don't have the
I'm going to give you these
headphones.
back. I forgot that I gave you those. This is going to be weird not having headphones. So you guys are going to have to tell me.
Well, we can trade.
Oh, yeah. So I'll just like grab them from you whenever I need them. Right is the R stands for right, and the L stands for left.
Oh, yeah.
Nailed it.
Can you do the applause again? I want to hear people cheer for me.
Yeah, okay. The one, the only Colin Comeaux.
He needs that affirmation.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't get a lot of that on the comedy scene. So.
He doesn't need to be feared or liked, you know. Wait, what is? I messed that quote up. Gosh. Do I need to be feared? Would I rather be feared or liked? Easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me fix that. But yeah, thanks for hopping on the podcast this week. Let's get weird, man. But first we have some congratulations to do. You got a job finally.
I did.
Yes. Round of applause.
Get that affirmation there.
Yeah, more applause, baby.
So you've been jobless for what is it now? Like 17 years or?
Yeah, my whole
months?
life.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it's been like 3 months.
Oh, it's only 3 months?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What's your job now?
I'll be a chauffeur. Technically, I'm not a chauffeur yet. But
you will be.
I have to train.
You still have a chance to like
back out.
Or something.
Yeah. I could cancel.
The first time you said chauffeur, in my mind, you were a valet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
I also thought of valet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But chauffeur sounds way better than a valet.
You're a driver.
Well, it's like a butler essentially, but but you just drive instead of like give food and stuff. You know.
How similar to
my laptop just died. Gosh dang it. All right, keep going. I'm trying to fix this.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
To like the transporter. What's that guy's name?
Jason Statham.
Yeah, Jason Statham. I could only think of Jason Statham. Jason Statham.
I would say it's pretty much the same, minus the kung fu.
Okay. Are you gonna shave your head?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't think.
Chloe isn't interested in a bald guy.
No, I think she would still love me. I think she just prefers me to have hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I don't know what you're like bald, so I'd say I'd prefer you with hair.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I don't have much to go
would you
on, though.
Would you go bald?
Would I go bald or would I shave
Or
my head?
would you shave your?
I've
head
shaved
bald?
my head once.
Did you like it?
I didn't love it.
Like, was it just for summertime?
Yeah, it's like on the swim team, so we were all doing it. So I
so
shaved
you're
my head.
More aerodynamic.
Yeah, it's really more just like a thing that freshmen do. Is all the freshmen shave their head?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't necessarily want to go bald, but
Me neither.
I guess if I
Yeah.
needed to shave my head for like a bit or something, or like
Yeah.
it's for a good cause, I'd do it.
Yeah. I would say so.
Like maybe Mike has cancer. He doesn't have cancer, guys, but just in case like he did, like, and like the chemo made him go bald, like I'd shave my head to be in solidarity with Mike.
All right, so things are a little bit better. At least I can now hear what's coming through the board. I got some. I figured out a headphone solution.
Okay.
And my laptop is restarting.
Okay.
So.
And you can just cut out our like bald and.
Oh,
Mike
I'm
has
for sure
cancer.
gonna leave the bald in, but
Okay.
or actually I will cut it out, but I'll leave this comment where I talked about the bald conversation, just so people know that you guys had a really weird conversation off air while I tried to get my laptop going. My laptop is going.
Because Colin is basically the transporter.
Yes, because
Yeah.
he is
For sure.
the transporter. But yeah, congratulations on your new job.
Yes.
Do you know who you will be chauffeuring around?
No. It's kind of
Any guesses?
probably a lot of people that work for companies.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
yeah.
probably my first guess.
I wish you just would have left it at people.
Probably just a bunch of people.
Just direct board of directors.
Who is the one person that you would chauffeur that you would risk your job by asking for like a selfie or an autograph?
Ooh,
Like you're not supposed to do that, but like they're in
yeah.
the car, so you're like, I'll get fired. I need this.
oh man.
I need.
Yeah, I need this.
If I picked up like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something,
That's totally not who I was expecting you to say.
I'd probably I don't know. I'd be like, dude, yeah. I'd probably ask for an autograph.
That's kind of like in the theme of like action stars, Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Bald.
Callback.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, I feel like he wouldn't rat me out either. You know.
Oh,
Like,
he would be cool about it.
I think he would.
he'd be like,
I think he
you're
would.
right, man. You do need this.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
I think he'd be cool about
Him
it.
versus Donald Trump. We'll do that. That's what that one guy wants the Republican primary to be.
Oh yeah, at the show last night.
Danny, was that Danny's joke?
That was Thanks for just spoiling his joke for all of our listeners. You know.
Yeah.
now whenever they go see his show, the thousands of people who listen
That
to
was too much of a softball, so I'll let it slide.
Oh, it was too easy. I tried to give you a shot, but
Yeah, I can't. Like, no, man. I'm just happy to be here.
you're just happy to be here. Okay, cool.
I'm just happy to be here.
Exciting news in your life too. You have a new neighbor.
Oh, I do have a new neighbor. Well,
Somebody moved into the neighborhood.
Well, no, I think they're already gone.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, I told you. I think they got booted. Like, would it help to give you guys pictures? Like, can you upload pictures? to
I
your-
can upload pictures.
Well,
yeah.
I don't want your laptop
Here.
to explode. Like if I just text you a couple pictures, is your laptop just gonna explode?
I think you could try, and we will see
Okay.
if if it will work.
Yes. What's your name again?
Mike Heath, or some people call me Mike Tony Heath. Some people even call me
yes.
Mike
Okay,
Tony.
I got it.
Well,
Yeah, you text me. I'll pull it up here. So again, for all you listeners, the thousands listening, we
Thousands.
the
listening.
thousands, the scores and scores and scores of oddballs. So exciting news in the Ultican household. They got a new neighbor, and it's a pretty interesting story. And I'm hoping that that really he'll be able to figure out how to use an iPhone to send me. Maybe if you just try to airdrop it to me. Do you know how to airdrop?
Oh yeah, I know exactly how to airdrop.
Yeah, let's just try the airdrop. I taught him how to airdrop this week. Let's see if he can do it on his own.
Well, the problem is that I was already texting you them.
Oh, okay. So I made you switch. That was the issue.
Yeah. Now, the real problem right now is that I
am checking Instagram. He's currently app switching between all of his social media accounts, checking notifications while we're in the middle of this podcast.
Yeah, I don't
trying
actually
to pull something up.
Yeah, I don't actually care that I'm in this.
This is so reflective of the
all.
day we live in that it happens to me like every day. I'm just trying to do something on my phone, and then my brain goes into autopilot, and I'm pulling up Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube.
Yep.
And I'm just shuffling through all the apps, and I'm like, what was I doing?
Why did I even grab my phone to begin with?
I hate this perpetual loop that I'm stuck in. I don't know if I will ever be able to get out because I feel like we're too deep. Did you pull it up?
Yeah, I just messaged them to you.
Okay, cool.
I figure I didn't want to airdrop because I didn't want your computer to explode. And airdrop seems like
it'd be a little bit
strenuous.
too much.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because you'd have to click on something.
Yeah. Well, I actually think airdrop might have been easier because I think messages is crashing on my laptop right now. But
do you really think that airdrop is going to work if messages is crashing?
Yeah, I don't know actually. It's gonna pull up. But why don't you get into it and I'll pull up the pictures because there's a sub story within the neighbor story, right? You had a neighbor that already moved out and then you got a new neighbor since then, right?
Yeah, moved out is like both of these neighbors have moved out.
Okay.
So, Colin, I don't know if you know this. I live in the Midwest.
Okay.
And I live on a street that is 2 blocks long. That's my whole street.
All right.
And on our particular block that my wife and I live on, there is like probably 6 houses. So we know, like, we don't personally know all of our neighbors, but like I know or I could recognize all of my neighbors because I see them all the time.
Sure.
There's just not that many people in our neighborhood. So anyways, a couple, like last spring, I'm walking home from work. I see this guy and a kid, and I don't recognize either one of them. And I was like, "Oh, that's weird. I don't recognize them. I wonder if they moved in or something." And well, that night, Lucy and I we're watching TV, and then I see kind of these lights outside, and then I start hearing this bang sound, like this really loud banging sound. Well, we look out, and there's just like these guys running down our street carrying semi-automatic rifles.
What?
And this guy, one of these guys was shooting like a smoke canister into this house. And so we have no idea what was happening, but like there's these probably 20 SWAT guys in like unmarked vehicles blocking either end of our street, and they are shooting canisters into this house. And so I don't know what happened with this guy. I don't know what it was. Anyway, so like, and we never heard what happened.
So, something went down.
Something went down, and we did see a guy leave in handcuffs. So that guy, moved out of our neighborhood that night.
Okay.
I've not seen him since that day. I imagine that he's still in jail or comedy/jail.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's somewhere. He's somewhere. He's not in my neighborhood anymore.
He's not your neighbor.
Well, anyways, about a month ago, I'll show you these series of pictures afterwards. Anyways, about a month ago. My wife and I are about ready to go on a walk around our neighborhood, and I come out, and there's just this young couple in the backyard of this like kind of like apartment building that doesn't really have anybody living in it, and they are just making out, just like young love. They're just making out in this thing, and then like whenever we're about ready to go on this walk, and then I just see this tent. Like right next to where they had been making out.
Okay.
And and we go on this walk, and by the time we get back, or whenever we get back, the tent is still there. It's been about 30 minutes, so the tent is there. And I was like, "Oh, this tent wasn't there a second ago, but it's just there now." And so then we go upstairs, and then we come back down to go to dinner, and this guy. The guy from this couple, it just rolls this tent up. They're taking the tent down. They roll this tent up, and then they stash it underneath a table, and then they just walk away.
Where was the table?
The table was behind this apartment.
Oh, gotcha.
And so
that's kind of weird.
And so I've self named this the sex tent.
Okay.
That this couple
It's a clean podcast, Kyle.
Oh, sorry. The fornication tent.
That's somehow worse.
I don't know, the boinking bugalo.
Better.
So, this is it. This is it from my apartment. You can just see it. That's the tent.
Yeah.
And so it will just pop up for like 30 minutes to an hour randomly throughout the week. And this is like in the middle of this is early evening.
Do you
like
think
5 p.m.
Do you think they're in like high school or something?
That's what I think.
Okay,
yes.
that would make sense.
And so if you look right here, this is the table that they stash it on.
Oh, okay. They got a whole
there.
System in play.
And then but now I came out the other day and it's gone.
It's gone.
Because there's a construction working team that are working on the front of the house, and so they cleared a bunch of the stuff out of the back. And I think they maybe threw away the sex tent.
Yeah.
So yeah, for about a month, probably 3 days a week, I'd see this tent just pop up, and then it would be done. It would be down later in the evening. And one night I did follow them for a while because after they had left,
you have like a Disturbia kind of situation going on. Do you have like binoculars where you're like?
Well, I mean, I live in the Midwest, man. What else am I gonna do? You know, there's not much going on in my small town of normal Illinois. So I have to find anything abnormal that I can find, and part of it involves this couple in the boinking bungalow across the street, the sex tent, and they do not live on my street. They don't even live like in like my like immediate neighborhood. They definitely live multiple blocks away, at least. So my thought is either there is a college campus very like close by, so it's like maybe like they can't get any privacy like in their dorm room. But my working theory is that it's a couple of high school students. They live at home. They're just going for some privacy. You know, they want some privacy, so they choose a tent that they put up right next to the sidewalk in my block of this neighborhood that has 7 houses.
I feel like that's a pretty good hypothesis. That's what I would probably guess as well.
I'm just glad that there's probably not going to be a SWAT team that comes to like bust down the door of the sex tent.
Yeah, they unzip it really aggressively.
Yeah.
Hey,
hey,
throw a smoke bomb in it.
Yeah, shooting smoke canisters. They have like the blocked up. I wonder if I think I have a picture of the SWAT team.
That'd be great.
Is
Because just as you finished that story, I think I figured out how to pull up the pictures onto the TV, and then my computer shut down again. So
this is good. Like I don't even think that this podcast is gonna air because
there's a chance it won't. There's a chance it will not.
Oh man,
a good one, dude.
Let's see if I can find this picture. Okay. I don't remember what time of year it was.
At least we got the screen back. That's what I'm most excited about. All right, while he pulls that up, this is a big week for me. I've been doing comedy now officially for a year.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Very nice. Round of applause.
It's crazy about that. It's on October 18th, 2022. I went up and I did the New Talent Tuesday at Spokane Comedy Club. And I did comedy a year and a half earlier in May at the same club on a Wednesday open mic. Chuck came to that with his wife, Lucy.
Oh, yeah.
And it took me a year and a half to get back up. But then since October 28th.
I'm just glad that you're still alive after that.
Oh, sorry, not. Yeah, October 18th.
I'm just glad that you're still alive and kicking after
that.
Yeah,
after the first time I did it, my life was threatened. But
was your life threatened, or
did someone yell at you?
Yeah. Well, I guess he just hoped that I died.
Yeah.
Like that was his.
Like, was he mad at you?
Yep. Yeah, just for like who I am as a person. Basically, everything about me he hates. We had never met before. Haven't met since. But he saw me do comedy for 4 minutes and was convinced that I should no longer be on this earth. So
He did.
that's how good my first time doing comedy went.
He did say, "I hope that guy kills himself."
That is what he said
Well,
multiple times.
that's a little extreme, I think.
A little extreme.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
comedy, baby.
Yeah, it wasn't like the best set. It wasn't
you
the
say
best set, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like, Mike actually likes to throw it in my face that I say that was my favorite of his times.
But yeah, so then since then I've done comedy. I've gone on stage for for anywhere from like 3 minutes to 40, 128 times over the last year.
You counted them.
I counted them. Actually over a year I did 127. The Oddly Funny comedy show we did on Saturday was 128.
Okay.
So that was technically after a year because that was October 21st. So
that makes
like in this Oddly podcast, that's oddly specific. 128. I can't find the picture. I could probably show you guys like 50 pictures of Pig, but I can't find the picture.
Pig is his cat, and that's a good time.
That's a good name
because we live in this oddly funny world. Let's hear that song. Clayton Bixby, we fell in love with comedy in a van down by the river in our oddly funny world. We all live in an oddly funny world. Oddly funny world, oddly funny world. We all live in an oddly funny world. Oddly funny world, oddly funny world. Robin Williams was so absurd. Ace Ventura, the pet detective. Did you guys recognize that song?
I don't think I've ever heard it.
You never heard this song?
Like the Yellow Submarine.
I don't think so.
That's
By the Beatles.
Yeah, it's a spoof on the Yellow Submarine by the Beatles.
Okay, gotcha.
Some people would call it legally a parody. That I'm making fun of the song Yellow Submarine, and
Well, I disagree with parody being making fun of.
Okay. How would you define parody?
Like, I don't know what I would say parody is, but like I don't think it's necessarily making fun of it. I think it's like paying tribute.
Well, yeah. So it's like you are saying something about the original work.
Yeah, that like your work is so good that I want to add to the masterpiece that it is. It's kind of like
legally, I think they would differ from you, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but making fun of it, I don't know if I agree that it's all making fun of it.
Yeah, sometimes it's sometimes critiquing it.
Yeah, or paying tribute.
So these are all
like flat bottom filts.
Yeah, flat bottom filts.
Yeah.
Yes,
like one might
Jimmy
say
Chuckles and
that. Yeah, one might
single.
say that is actually an improvement.
Oh, that's better than Fat Bottom Girls.
Hey man, this is a family podcast.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
This is getting kind of off the rails.
Dude, it is a weird world that we live in, man. It is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Legally.
Legally? It's
socially.
a weird world.
I'm trying to make a transition here, all right, dude? Help me out. Help me
Comedy
out.
/ jail, bro.
Comedy/jail. There's some weird world activity, all right? And this new Generation Z, that they call them,
Gen Zers. Zoomers.
Here is what has been studied by a social scientist that
Which one?
hundreds of social scientists have made this conclusion. Analyzing the cultural trends of Gen Z is that staying at home and cleaning is the new going out.
Huh. Okay.
That a whole lot of people would rather watch someone scrub a toilet while they sit on their couch than go out to the club, because this is there's a hashtag clean talk, and has it attracted, get this, 84 billion views. There's only 7.7 billion people on the earth, so that means everybody on earth has watched it at least once.
Have you watched this?
No.
Well, maybe I don't know. Well, I guess that doesn't work.
Subliminally watched it.
I mean, I've seen myself.
I guess what I meant to say was like, that means that everybody on the world could have watched it 10 times. I can't do math either. Okay, so
You're from Missouri. It's okay.
Yeah, I was made in Missouri. So, all right. Maybe we should just move on from this. All right.
Wait, I haven't heard about this. Tell me about this TikTok.
So Unilever or Unilever, do you know this brand? They do like a bunch of like the home goods. Like they're over like your cleaning solution. It's like this. It's like a parent, like Meta. It's like a parent company.
Gotcha.
It's a parent company of a bunch of like cleaning solutions, and they paid 100 Cleanfluencers.
Cleanfluencers
to feature their products in their clean talks. Their cleaning talks. It's like a real thing.
That's
84 billion views. People are just scrubbing toilets and getting paid to do it with.
They scrub the bowl so you don't have to.
Exactly.
I feel out of the loop. I've never heard of this.
Oh, that's like a Joe Dirt reference. So you should be all about that.
I'm sorry that I didn't appreciate that. I'm just very flustered by how bad my computer is doing during this podcast. I'm trying to just focus. Because
it's odd though how bad it is.
And what I love about it is odd. And what I love about Clean Talk is you can do this from anywhere in the world.
Okay, is it really Clean Talk or is it like Clean TikTok?
No, TikTok's it's a hashtag. It's called #CleanTalk. Again, I would pull it up, but the computer sucks. So if I pull up anything else, it will crash again.
Well, at least I know that there's 2,399 kilometers between this island and Cape Town, South Africa.
That's actually a great point. So a friend of mine, a friend of the podcast, Mr. Telly, sent me this video of what it's like to live on the world's most remote island. And this got me thinking about like the power of work from home, being an influencer. Like you could be a Cleanfluencer on the world's most remote island and you could make money. So have you guys heard about the world's most remote island before?
No.
Okay, so it is 2.3.
Is that what the island's name is world's most remote?
No, I think it's going to tell us though.
Oh.
If this works, it's 2,399 kilometers away.
Okay. Are we really going to watch this 9.5 minute long video?
8 days. You got to 8 days on a boat to get to
Tristan da Cunha.
Tristan da Cunha is the world's most remote island.
Seems pretty chill.
All right. I'm not interested in the history of this. I kind of want to know. Here's the storm. The storm. Okay, so this is May 21st, 2001. 2021. Or 2001.
George Clooney. The perfect storm. What a bizarre graph.
Okay, let's go back. We got to rewatch this graph. What's going on here? Okay. We're talking about the population of Tristan Cubana.
Tristan da Cunha. Like, is this graph necessary?
Okay, they're trying to compare the numbers. What were the numbers again? Why I keep missing it? It's like, it's 260 to 200 and like it's decreased.
It's like decreased 30 people. So they said we need to show a graph that really helps you visualize this population going down.
What is going on in Tristan da Cunha?
Tristan da Cunha.
Tristan da Cunha. Okay, this is what I wanted. No, I've never watched this. This is the most boring video I've ever watched. Okay, but I think it hits on a good point. Is that people cannot survive on Tristan da Cunha because there ain't enough jobs because of the storm, which they needed to clean up. So what Tristan da Cunha needs is more Cleanfluencers. If you are a Cleanfluencer, Tristan da Cunha needs you to clean it up. You can make money and you can live on the island. We need to rebuild this population. As we saw in this video, the population is drastically decreasing. On the world's most remote island.
It's like 30 people.
I mean, did you see that chart? It was like 2/3 of the population, or that's all that's left. After 10 years, another 10 years, there's going to be a third left.
You might need to go. No wonder you thought that. Like every person. This is the podcast you go to learn math. Right here.
This is not where you come to learn math. I have been relearning what the word poly means though since moving to Seattle. It means I'm three.
I don't know. There's like polyamorous relationship. I actually don't think I know that much about it either, but it's like I think it's when you're in a. I don't
Here's
know. Well,
what
there's
the world
word.
needed:
That's what
three
we
more
need.
white
Yeah,
guys.
three white guys talking about what polyamorous relationships are. That's what the internet really wants.
we can move on because there's actually weird stuff going on. More than how to define the word poly is that a jet went missing. Did you guys hear about the jet that went missing?
Nope.
All right, this is crazy. Actually, this is actually pretty old news.
Is that the jet pilot?
That
or
is
what's
not
this
the
girl?
jet. That's a news. Okay, so
That's a news.
that's a that's a news.
That's
baby.
a news. Okay.
So do you guys know what an F-35 is?
Yeah, it's a plane.
Yeah,
It's a big jet that the government has to keep us safe. So what happened is like this was on. Let's see. Can we find the date on this? Frankie, can you pull up the date on this?
September 8th, 2023.
Yeah.
September 18th.
That's
September 18th, 2023.
At 1:46 a.m.
We believe this is what happened.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it got updated September 20th.
Oh, so it got updated. So
7:51 a.m.
So what happened is that the
interesting.
government lost one of these like multi-million-dollar jets.
Okay.
Like they just didn't know where it went.
That sounds about right.
And that's pretty crazy. It just
What is happening?
okay, but just like I don't know what's happening.
This laptop is really it's just all the
It wrecked me.
dude.
No, but can you just imagine? All right, so just picture it. You're a general in the United States military. You're a childhood bedwetter. You got recruited at your local high school.
Call
Now-
back.
Call back. Now you're in the military. You're a general. And then you get a call from Lieutenant Dan that
Okay.
a multi-million-dollar fighter jet we can't find it anymore.
So like if we put this in context though, could we say that this would be very similar to maybe a like a missions worker in Seattle losing a piece of their chirp wheel, like just an entire chirp wheel?
Yes.
That would probably be comparable. Like a chirp wheel to a missions worker in Seattle is similar to a jet pilot or a jet plane in the United States military.
Exactly. Yes.
Well-
Colin's utterly confused, I can tell.
Well, I was thinking, what if they just like parked it somewhere and then forgot where they parked it?
Well, no, what happened was the guy ejected. The pilot ejected.
Oh,
and then
I see.
then the pilot ejected because maybe I actually don't know if he was lost, but then the plane crashed.
I guess it'd help if I read the article.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It'd help if Mike
So-
read the article.
It would also if I prepared better for this podcast. Well, that's we're trying to stay weird here. But what I'm thinking is like, why did he eject?
Maybe there was a malfunction.
Well, here's my idea, Colin.
Does the article tell us?
No, it leaves it blank.
So it's
It has
mystery.
a blank space, and I'm looking to write my name into it.
Okay.
What I think this guy was doing is that he tried to hijack an American military fighter jet to fly to the moon. Because did you guys know they're now selling real estate on the moon? Check this out. NASA plans to build houses on the moon by 2040. What year are we in right now? 2023. We're almost in 2024. So in about 15-ish years, we're going to be building houses on the moon. So what I imagine
Praise God.
this fighter jet was trying to do, he was trying to get there first.
Get a head start.
Maybe it'll make it easier to buy a house in Seattle by then.
Praise God. Man. Praise God. If I'm still here, man, we can finally afford a house here because everybody like
Yeah, we know you ain't buying a house before 2040.
yeah, I'm not gonna buy one before 2040. If this podcast really takes off, I might be able to.
Maybe.
My sponsor, Loom. But so that's pretty exciting, right? Like, and I want to know, okay, so 2040, we will most likely, unless, God forbid something happens, we don't know about tomorrow. We will all be on Earth in 2040.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Would you ever move to the moon?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
No.
Yeah, I'm saying no.
I think
What?
I've been on this podcast before and talked about going to space. I have zero interest.
Why? Why would you not want to go to the moon?
Well, I would visit, I think, but as far as living, my vote's no on that one.
Honestly, I get sick whenever you drive me around your neighborhood. I don't think I can make it to the moon.
Oh, because you're nervous about your intestines.
Like the ride to get there.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of heights. I get motion sickness. Man, it's hard enough to buy a house around this neighborhood, let alone on the moon.
Well, what if would you? I guess. So you guys aren't interested in buying a house there. Would you go on vacation to the moon? Because we're actually looking to build the first ever hotel in space much sooner.
Oh, that's
2027.
Who is we?
Earth, like humanity.
Earth is looking to build a hotel.
Earth is currently looking to build a hotel in space. We
Okay.
need you, engineers of tomorrow.
Paris Hilton will help design the interior of the space station
Yes,
hotel.
Paris Hilton is designing. They're going to call it. So it's going to be 28 occupants at a time. So very limited.
So see, this just reminds me of like this freaking sub that they sit down there. It's like this just seems like just set up for like every like kind of like science fiction horror story that's ever come out. That like, oh, we're gonna go do this, come visit this, and then everybody dies.
Yeah. So do you think that what do you think is going to happen first? Is someone going to make a horror, like a sci-fi horror film about this, or a documentary first about
these
it blowing
pictures
up?
are wild,
right? Like this is what it's going to be like.
That's what it's gonna look
like go to the next, like the one over. Like
this right here.
Like this doesn't even look like these people are like enjoying anything. Like this is just like
Oh.
let's just get
Checking
these
out the
plain
view.
Jane people, like just these stock photos. Like what is this woman in the black doing? She's just
Oh yeah, that's I didn't even see her.
Okay.
That's weird.
Somebody's just sitting in the background in the dark.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't know if this is official material right here. I mean, I think these are just like they're promoting it. But
So you don't think they're
No,
actually
go
in
back.
space?
This guy right here. Go to the next one.
This could be.
This guy's like mansplaining the earth, like right now to his wife. And
It's
his
like
wife's
this is why the Earth is flat. Do you see how much little curvature is right there?
Yeah, totally.
So that's what's going on. Okay, so let's say, all right. So I'm
just want affordable groceries.
that's what somebody's the number one comment on this is like Earth's trying to build a hotel in space, and we're just trying to avoid the banana.
Just want a pizza. Yeah.
That's a perfect comment. So
amen,
dude. That's God, man.
That is God, man. Holy crap, dude.
What?
Oh,
What amount of money would you spend to do a weekend getaway in the space hotel, floating above Earth?
I think
I'd 27 of your other friends.
I think I'd see how it goes first.
You would not be an early adopter.
No, I wouldn't be like the first, in line to do that. You know what I mean?
What would you be most afraid of in staying in the space hotel?
Running out of air or like a window cracking or something. And I think
Now, that's exactly what I was concerned about, Colin.
Yeah.
Bad Candy Comeaux. And I've got the solution right here.
So wait, your nickname is Mad Candy.
Bad Candy.
Well, he gave me that nickname.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else calls him Bad
No, yeah,
Candy.
it's
Okay,
I didn't
that's
pick
fair.
that or
Okay,
anything.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're concerned about the metal, the structure of the space hotel breaking down?
Probably. Yeah, I would. Oh, I
His
see.
was
I
like
see.
Windows, but like for the sake of like this bit, yeah, we'll say the metal is the part that we were worried about.
The metal windows.
yeah.
Well, they're actually developing self-healing metal. That's right. Check this video out. Scientists, they observed that pieces of metal spontaneously crack and then fuse back together without any human intervention.
It's like an Iron Man situation.
That's what I'm, dude.
Yeah.
The possibilities are engines, bridges, right? That no more broken.
But we
bridge.
need this for Earth.
The London Bridge. It's falling
Yeah.
down. We could save the London Bridge with this
That's true.
self-healing metal.
We really could.
So the cracks heal themselves. So they're not even really sure what.
It'll really revolutionize plumbers, like plumbing.
Dude, exactly. It might actually put the plumbing industry out of business.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
there won't be no more like plumbers crack.
No more apartments flooding because all the metals will be self-healing.
Oh, I was talking about like rear end cracks.
Oh, nice. Did not expect that's what you were talking about. But Have you guys ever heard of self-healing metals yet?
Not
or
for
am
real.
I just introducing you to this?
Yeah, I mean,
You really opened my eyes to a lot of things on this
Yeah.
podcast. so far.
There's a lot of weird things going on in the world, and my mission as a human, I think, is to bring that before the thousands of listeners and for them to share with their friends. So this is a good time. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel or followed us on the Spotify or wherever you're getting this pod, this is a good time.
Oh, I need to do that.
You want to become like you are already an oddball. I want to just.
Yo, I'm going to do this live. I'm going to follow this podcast on YouTube right now.
After being a guest and a co-host on this podcast for maybe 4 or 5 times, he's finally going to become a follower.
What's the YouTube page called?
Mike Tony Heath is where the channel of all my stand-up clips and clips from the podcast, the full episodes get released there. But if you want additional content, you can actually subscribe to my Patreon for $7.77 a month to get exclusive weird content, stand-up comedy clips. You can get insider knowledge from seasoned comedians if you're interested in what goes on behind the curtains to become a stand-up comic, or you're trying to become a better comic. That's the Comedy College. You get exclusive comedy content, $7.77 a month. Join the Patreon.
Well, I'm just gonna start. I just subscribed to the podcast. Or the YouTube channel. I'm gonna start with that.
One step at a time. The next step is joining the Patreon, baby.
I'd like you to pull back the curtain of like my bedroom, the sliding door last night. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're referencing, but
you just waking me up at 3 o'clock.
Yes, I did wake you up, and you almost attacked me. But that's the beautiful thing about self-healing metals, really, is that so if someone was trying to break into your home, let's say that, and you had metal windows, which you've already established is what we were kind of talking about in the first place. So someone cracks your metal window, and I think these self-healing metals will just seal it up right away.
Well, I'd rather like a suit of armor like Iron Man.
Iron Man? But doesn't this sound a little bit like the premise of Terminator?
Oh, like the
We've got
Terminator 2.
Exactly.
Well, yeah,
the guy who could heal himself. So AI
yeah.
is rising rapidly. We can't keep up with AI. Meanwhile, we are helping the robots by developing self-healing metals. So we have given them the power in AI. Now we're giving them the tools to become human bones and flesh by self-healing metals. They're going to take over. How long before Terminator 2 is our reality? Is what I want to know.
We're giving them human flesh and bones by giving them self-healing metals.
Exactly.
Is a wild sentence that I did not think that we were going to talk about on this podcast, but I like it.
Well, these are the kind of hard-hitting things that we're trying to tackle here on the Average Oddcast, okay? Because it is a weird world we're living in. Colin, do you have something to say?
No, I'm just vibing.
Okay,
I'm taking it in the info. Yeah, this is all news.
Well, keep taking it in because I've got something very important to show you that I'm gonna pull up.
Is this real,
It's
right?
not important.
This like
everything I said on this podcast and I've ever said on this podcast is 100% true.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of
Dude, this is I did hear about this.
Did you guys hear about this Bigfoot sighting in Colorado?
Well, a lot of people have cited Bigfoot.
No,
it was
this
recent.
one is different.
Yeah. I mean, it's different in the sense that it is new. It is the same in the sense that it's the same grainy crap that most people.
I'm gonna push back on that, Kyle, because I actually think this sighting is maybe the most conclusive evidence that Bigfoot is real.
Is that the picture they took right there?
This is not.
Oh, okay.
But that is this little clip right here is a screenshot from the video. Let me just play this video for you, Big Candy or Bad Candy. So look at it right here. Right, you see him walking? That's Bigfoot squatting right now. They're on a train in the middle of Colorado where you've lived, and there's Bigfoot right there. Do you see him?
Yeah, he's kind of camouflaged into.
But you saw him moving around, right?
But that could be a guy.
No.
Let me see it again.
Look right there.
Okay.
Close up. That is Bigfoot, Daddy. Look at these. Look at the feet on this guy. And he got that squat to him.
You can't see his feet.
Do you think he has beef jerky?
I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to make a joke right now,
I
Colin.
know.
There are actual real live Sasquatch.
I don't know if I'm buying it.
us.
I don't know if I'm buying it.
This isn't good enough for you?
I don't know. I don't know. It could be a guy in a suit. I don't know.
Why is everything that you're showing us right now look like it's like the same? Like they all have like the same branding. It just seems like.
What do you mean?
Like just every Instagram one is like.
No, this is 5 different sources.
That's what I'm saying is, but they all just kind of seem like it's like the same thing they're just rebranding and pumping out different content.
Well, here's the thing, Kyle. An algorithm works. All right, so let me just teach you something about life.
Yeah, please teach me.
On the internet.
What's the third one? You only showed us the first 2.
Oh, yeah. So we got to click through to the third video or the third slide. Okay. So here, this is Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks. He commented on this about
that white guy is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, that's not Giannis. Okay, this is Gianni 340121. That's my bad. I'll take that. Well, I was hoping to have Giannis as the credible source, but okay. So the third screen on this says there it is, not blurred, not shaky. Sorry, Mom. Is there a show?
Not shaky.
Nice camo for a Bigfoot. Cryptid. Now, cryptid. You know what that means, Colin?
No.
Kyle, would you like to explain it to him?
Cryptic.
Cryptids are like mysterious, like folklore animals that are often believed to be not real, but are actually real.
Oh, okay.
Like Sasquatch, the Loch Ness Monster.
Gotcha.
Oh, the
stuff like
Nephilim.
The Nephilim. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
So here, look at this.
Please click on this photo. This
I wonder if I can maybe just zoom in a little bit.
Oh, you just liked it.
Hey, Frankie, zoom in on this photo for us real quick. Thanks, Frankie. Here we go. We're blowing it up right now. Check this out. What do you think? You guys buy it? Look at that. Look at the size of that forehead and the clean hairline. That is very distinctive of the Sasquatch species. And you see the hump in the shoulder.
Do you think there's more than one Bigfoot? Or?
Oh, most certainly.
Okay.
It is.
I just wanted to
It's
clarify.
like the big feet.
It's one of the rarest species to walk the earth. Most certainly, I won't deny that. And they're going extinct. That's a fact.
Okay. You want to hear my theory on Bigfoot?
I would love to hear your theory on Bigfoot.
Oh, I just noticed that you shaved. That's
Thank you. What do you?
Oh, I
think?
did
Do you
too.
like it?
Yeah, I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Or do you kind of miss the like the Joe Dirt handlebars and the sideburns?
No.
This
I
is
like
good.
it. Yeah.
I think it looks nice.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
you look clean.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna keep it this way. I think.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, what's your take on Bigfoot?
Oh, okay. I think I've had this thought. I don't know if I fully believe it, but sometimes I think, what if Bigfoot is just like a caveman that has like time traveled?
So you not only believe that cavemen are still around. Oh wait, no. You're saying time travel. So you believe in time travel?
I think it's possible. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you definitely do. Like that was your theory.
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
believe that time travel is possible, but you don't want to live on the moon?
Correct. Yeah.
How are those?
Yeah.
connected?
I don't know. I just feel like, well, hear me out. Like, I feel like the person who's open to the possibility of time travel is open to, like, I don't know, kind of like majesty, kind of like beauty in the world, kind of like the cosmos, like the time space relativity,
Yeah.
like kind of interstellar stuff.
Yeah.
And you
Interstellar.
don't want to live on the moon.
No, well, not if it's in charge of like humans that have built like something for me to live in. You know, there's so much room for error that like.
Well, what if the self-healing AI Terminator robots built it?
Well, I feel like we probably wouldn't even exist if they built it.
Ain't that the truth? All right, would love to get back to what you were saying before I so rudely cut you off. Resume.
Oh, I think that was it.
Okay.
That was like the extent of his thought.
Oh, okay.
It's Bigfoot.
Okay, if you could time travel somewhere, or actually, I disagree with you. But
What do you disagree with?
I
Time
Oh,
travel?
that you don't think it's time traveling cave?
Or-
I do not
okay.
think it's time traveling caveman. I think
Oh,
it's a species.
It's like an animal.
yeah, it's an animal.
Okay,
yes.
like a gorilla type thing.
It's got gorilla-esque features. It's got it's a distant relative of the Komodo dragon, actually.
Okay.
And
I think I just yawned and I just missed something. So where did this Komodo dragon? Like,
Bigfoot. This is
Like he
kind of,
thinks there's genes.
this is a
and- yeah.
niche pocket. I will say I'm not speaking for all people who believe in the Squatch, but a niche pocket of us believe that at one point a Komodo dragon mated with a gorilla, birthing the Bigfoot.
I don't. Where's
that
the?
can't be it. That can't be it. Like, there's no way that is.
It is a very niche pocket within the
Very
Squatch
niche.
community, but I'm a part of it.
You're part
very
of it.
niche.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's really where I appreciate that you believe in time travel. If you could travel in time somewhere, where would you go?
Oh man. Maybe a couple days ago.
No, I went to the recent past, and, like before you did your set.
Well,
of
I had so
Oddly
much
Funny.
fun at your party. I want to do it again.
Thank you, man. Thank
Yeah.
you.
That
Yeah.
is a good
Shout
one.
out to my wife for like the best
Yeah.
30th birthday
I
party
shopped
ever.
the Meg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
that
fun.
was awesome. It was office themed. It was my birthday. Chuck, I have a really important question for you.
Let's hear it. Is it like where I would time travel?
Well, that's not what I was going to ask, but I'd love to know. Yeah, do you have a take on that,
Oh,
or have you thought about this before?
no, not really. I mean, I guess like it'd be kind of cool to like. I just feel like it'd be like a cop out to say like, oh, like it'd be interesting to go see like Jesus.
Yeah, that's not a cop out.
But it feels kind of like one. I don't know. Probably like maybe just try and go, 1950s maybe, and try and go to like the Eagle and Child and have a nice.
Mm.
I don't
would
drink.
you drink a pint with them?
I would. I don't drink beer, but like if somehow I could go back in time and drink a beer with C.S. Lewis and J.R. Tolkien, I would. Yeah, I'd definitely do that.
Then would you go walk to Tolkien's bench afterwards?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Smoke a pipe on Tolkien's bench.
Oh, dude, that sounds like a nice afternoon.
It does, yeah. That's like definitely a scenario I can imagine that I would.
Actually, it's a perfect segue into the question I was going to ask you. Is if you could inject yourself, kind of similar to like space traveling, but it's like kind of like reality traveling. Like there's like an alternate reality, like you can travel into that reality. So like the Lord of the Rings, one of the world, like Narnia, like the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm boring you so much, Kyle. You're just fighting back this yawn so hard right now.
Just so everybody out there is clear, that Mike decided to just sit outside my room for 4 hours last night and then just burst into my room at 3 a.m. And I'm just yelling, hey, because I don't know what is currently happening. I don't even know where I'm at. And I just abruptly, so then I don't fall back asleep until like 6 a.m. So I am a little sleepy.
If you could
So that is me fighting back my yawn. Isn't because I'm bored, it's because I am tired.
the alternate reality you would travel to is Sleeping Beauty, just so you could get a nap.
Yeah.
No, really, where would you travel to? Like which? Because you're into a lot of sci-fi and a lot of like alternate realities. Like I know you kind of escape to those places. Like which place would you want to go live?
Yeah, I would definitely, mine would definitely be getting my letter and going to Hogwarts, Harry Potter.
Ah, okay.
It's not my favorite story. Like, I like Lord of the Rings more, but I would rather, like, Lord of the Rings doesn't seem like outside of like the majesty, unless I got to be like
An elf.
yeah, like maybe that would be kind of cool, but like I definitely think getting my letter to Hogwarts would be way up there.
What about you? Bad candy.
Maybe like everyone's like a cartoon, like a Looney Tune. I think that'd be kind of fun. You know,
Oh yeah.
like you just pull anything out of your pocket.
So you'd rather
like a mallet or something. You know, like
yeah, you want like a cartoonish world.
yeah, I think like
where
we're like
anything can
it's like
happen.
the same thing essentially, but like we're cartoons. You know, like kind of like a Space Jam situation, except like no like
No aliens.
No, Michael Jordan.
you know, anything.
No living on the moon. That's for sure.
Just a cartoon. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, it might be different if we're cartoons.
Oh, you might be open to it. Then.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
if you're a cartoon, you could probably
You don't need to
in
breathe.
space.
Yeah.
You can breathe in space.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Well, this has been really fun, guys. Is there anything that any stones left unturned? Anything you guys hope that we got to talk about today?
I don't know.
I don't know what I expected for this afternoon, but I'm really glad with how it turned out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
been good.
It's been an
fun.
oddcast.
Yeah, dude, it's been
It
weird.
has been odd. That is true.
It's been weird, man. Any final words?
What's your favorite Fast and the Furious movie?
I love how you assume I've seen them because I've seen them all.
Yeah,
multiple.
everybody has a favorite.
Yeah, no, the first one.
The
Probably.
first one.
Yeah,
The first one is very good. Yeah.
They were still in DVD players.
Oh,
Yeah, I just think that's a cool plot. Like, you know. Anyway, that's
That they were stealing DVD players.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like that was like the thing to steal.
Yeah, exactly. Like now they're at Goodwill. You know,
And these
just-
kids today are scrubbing toilets. They don't even know what a DVD player is.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 is very good. I like 1, 5, and 8.
1.
What's
Five's
five?
good. 5, yeah, that's the one where they
At
have
Tokyo
the
Drift?
safes.
No,
No, they steal the safes.
yeah, they steal the safe. They're down in Brazil.
Yeah.
That's 5?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was later.
Fast 5.
Oh, well, they brought it back in the most recent one that you and I watched, Fast X.
Oh,
where
Fast X.
It's
Yes,
Jason Momoa's dad is the one. That
yeah.
they robbed
Okay. That's. I was like, I feel like I just
5.
saw that, but yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. They
Mhm.
they went back to that. Okay.
Wait, and then 8. Is that the one where Vin Diesel turns bad? Is that 8?
No. I think 8.
I don't think Vin Diesel is
Fate,
ever bad.
Fate of the Furious, I thought was the one where
9 is where they go to
what's his
space.
face dies, where Paul Walker dies. That's
Oh,
it.
no, that's
It's-
7.
Spoiler
Okay,
alert.
7,
There's 7. Yeah, yeah,
7.
yeah.
I like 7.
Yeah, 7.
Well, he doesn't die in the movies. He just dies in real life.
Yeah, the character's still alive.
Yeah, Paul
Yeah.
Paul Walker's
Have you
character-
seen the
I
movies?
did not.
Paul Walker's character is still alive.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
car is still around. You see his car in like every
yeah, the
movie.
skyline.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
But
I like that.
he just
actually.
retired.
He lives on.
His wife and child are both seen in the movies, but he is not.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Because he's dead.
Yeah,
I like that they kind of gave an homage, like he still lives on. I like that.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They just parted ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on the same road and it split. You know, but he didn't die in the movie. They're just going their separate ways.
And sometimes friends do
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah.
We just go our separate ways, and I don't
That's
know.
the interesting part is that he is married to Vin Diesel's sister, and Vin Diesel's sister continues to be a part of that.
Yeah.
An integral character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's still a part of the crew. Just Paul Walker's character is not to protect his family.
Well, don't
that
forget-
that are still in the show.
And then they had the other long lost brother that showed up in like part 9 that like was never mentioned prior.
Yeah. That was John Cena's
Yeah.
character. John Cena is Vin
You can't see
Diesel's
it.
brother. Yeah,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is kind of crazy. They look very similar.
Yeah, dude.
all 3 of them.
Yes, oh man, their parents were wild. I don't know. I don't even know what ethnicity their parents are, but
Yeah, probably like a. I won't say that. Yeah, this has been really fun. Man,
what's your favorite Fast and the Furious movie?
Sounds like you haven't seen all of them.
I definitely have not. I'd have to say Fast X
Yeah,
The new one?
Yeah.
That's your favorite?
for
Really?
sure.
Huh.
It might be the only one he's seen. Oh no, you've definitely seen Fate of the Furious because you saw it for my
I've seen
birthday.
Fate of the Furious. I've seen one.
Fate of the Furious was the one with the submarine, right?
No, that's the one I was talking
seen the
about where he
submarine.
goes bad and then but it turns out he wasn't bad. He was just
yeah.
he got blackmailed or something.
Yeah, I got you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen Tokyo Drift. Was that number 4 or 3?
That's
3.
3. That's the
Three.
worst one, yeah. You liked it?
It was not my favorite, but it's like probably number 2.
Really?
Mhm.
I do like what's his face's character.
No, actually, that's number 3. Number 1. So I go Fast X, Fast and the Furious, and then Tokyo Drift.
Have you seen the first one?
That's what I'm saying. Like number. So that's my second
Fast and
favorite.
Furious. So it's
Okay.
like Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe the Fast and the Furious, like the Fast and the Furious. Then Fast 5, then
F6.
F6, and then
Fate of the Furious.
at Fast 7.
Oh, sorry.
Fast 7. Yeah.
Fate of the Furious.
And then Fast 9. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
There's it's just
Some of those
Hobbs
names
and
are
Shaw.
great. and
Chaos.
Some of those
Yeah.
names suck.
Hobbs and Shaw.
I forgot about that one. I never saw
Yeah.
that one.
It's interesting.
Nobody picked Too Fast, Too Furious for. That's like I think my second favorite.
It's a good one. I'm trying to think of.
Vin Diesel's not in it.
Oh, that's the one where Vin Diesel's not in that one.
Yeah.
That's when they bring in
Roman.
Luda.
Yeah.
Luda.
I used to like that song. It's like Act a Fool. Yeah.
Mm.
Can you sing it? I don't know what song you're
It's
talking
like
about.
down. Well, yeah, down. He's like, "What you gonna do? Act a fool." I don't know all the words, but
I'm not there yet. Yeah. You
Yeah.
got like a couple more words in here.
he's like, "You just scuffed your shoes. What you gonna do? Act a fool."
Okay, now I got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. Man. There we go.
Yeah, Ludacris, man, he's a man of many talents. He's a talented individual.
I would agree.
What do you think Luda's best talent is?
Fast and the Furious.
At acting in Fast and the Furious?
No, just Fast and the Furious.
Just being Fast and Furious?
yeah.
Okay. I like it. Hey, kind of young Jeezy.
Oh, that's a different guy.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I like that song.
It just came to my head, and I just like singing it sometimes, man.
Yeah. That song makes me think of Bill a lot.
This Bill, our friend Bill, he's got long hair. He's got a French bulldog who
He
gets
didn't
sick
have
a
long
lot.
hair anymore.
Well, he had long hair,
Mhm.
and long-haired Bill. He's got a full back tat.
Okay.
Back tat Bill. He has a French bulldog,
Dogley.
Dogley. And what were we saying about Bill?
The song reminded.
Oh yeah.
Jeezy.
Yeah. Does he like Young Jeezy or?
I don't know. I just have this video. I had this video on my phone a lot where like he was like in his van and he was going
Yeah, he drives a van.
to that song.
Yeah.
You have to show it to me.
Yeah.
So I think of him when I hear it.
Yeah,
let's see.
this-
I
yeah.
might be able to find it. Let's see.
Yeah, pull it up. Maybe we can end with a video, and you could just cast it to the TV if you can find it.
Yeah.
While you pull it up, I got a couple of promos.
I don't think I have it. guys.
So
Sorry.
we just had the first ever oddly funny like whole comedy show during the summer. You came to like the open mic. We kind of did like a comedy show.
Yeah.
Like it's like, you would do material and you do like an interview. Well, we're kind of bridging the gap between those two. So the next oddly funny show is going to be on Wednesday, November 28th. Location is still TBD. It'll be that night, and it's going to be a comedy game show. Comedians will, in the format of Kill Tony, they will get to do 1 minute of material, clean material. And if at any point they go dirty, they will forfeit their time. And we will have a panel of judges doing interviews after the comedians perform. Looking forward to it.
Are you guys actually going to stick to this policy, or is it like just kind of more like guidelines?
No, like in the game show, like if someone goes, like if they go outside of the rules of the game, because it is a game, then they lose.
Okay.
And then we will get to talk about their failure together, or their successes on stage. And then, so we're going to have a winner of the week or a winner of the show. In this summer, we gave out a Snickers candy bar.
I remember that.
And you know what we're going to do for this show?
Reese's.
Snickers candy bar.
Oh, okay.
Two
Because
Snickers bars.
two Snicker candy
okay.
bar. Yeah,
King
we'll
size,
do
or
two.
you could do a king size.
Yo, we'll do a king size
Yeah.
Snickers candy bar for the best set of the night.
I don't have this video.
And
guys, I'm sorry.
the worst set of the night has to do 15 push-ups.
Oh man. Okay.
15? Like, at least
15.
25.
I don't know if every I guess I'm open to the punishment for taking last, but because I don't think everybody
What if
can
they have to
do.
do a behind
Or
the
you,
back
you or
clap?
you could give options.
Yeah, they got to do a push-up behind, like and clap behind their back.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Anything you guys would like to promote while we're here wrapping up?
No. I don't.
No?
This is my new line of merch.
I'm probably going to cut that part out, to be honest.
Check out Normal Coffee Roasters.
Oh, yeah. Check out Normal Coffee Roasters.
No, Normal Coffee Roasters.
Normal Coffee Roasters. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
You got it.
And as always, stay funny and stay weird. Peace.
Are you on? Busting my head, sir. Comedy is coming. It's coming down. Sergeant Comedy. Cut the cable. Drop the mic. It's a captain. Oh, Captain, my captain.
As we joked about your mama, we were clowning, like wild and out. SNL was comedy. In our oddly a funny world. We all live in an oddly funny world. Oddly funny world. Oddly funny world. We all live in an oddly funny world. Oddly funny world. Oddly funny world. We all live in an oddly funny world. An oddly funny world. Oddly funny world. Great shot.